Many Iowans remember last year's winter and the piles of snow and biting winds that came with it. According to the National Weather Service's meteorologist in Des Moines, Jeff Johnson, Iowa's winter weather conditions were extremely harsh last year. Oskaloosa saw 43.5 total inches of snow. That's 16 inches above its average. Johnson says La Nina conditions, which means colder surface water temperatures in the eastern Pacific Ocean, make it hard to predict how this winter will turn out.
Here in Iowa, we're in what we call a La Nina pattern, which really correlates to above normal temperatures in the deep south and the Gulf Coast, and below normal temperatures along the U.S.-Canadian border. That puts Iowa kind of in the transition zone, so really it could go either way. You know, the winter can be anywhere from extremely cold this year or possibly even above normal.
While this year's winter weather conditions are still up in the air, Mahaska County Emergency Management is urging residents to prepare for the worst.
Winter, in Iowa, it changes from day to day. One day we can have dry weather, and the next day we can have 12 inches of snow. So it's essential to be prepared because you never know when you're going to be stuck at home or stuck in your car on the side of the road.
The National Weather Service advises everyone to have extra flashlights, batteries, food, water, and medicine, first aid supplies, and an emergency heat source on hand. Robinson says people should not wait until the last minute to get their groceries. He recommends getting your food and supplies in advance in order to avoid the rush of people right before a storm.
Usually if you watch the news and get the weather report and 10 minutes later the grocery stores are bare, people need to start stocking up on dry, non-perishable food items right away.
In addition to stocking up on supplies, Oskaloosan should also start preparing their vehicles for winter. Oskaloosa auto technician Jeff Linder says residents should have their vehicles looked at before extreme weather conditions hit to fix any potential problems.
If your battery's not properly charged or if you have a weak battery, that's when you'll find out, on the nice cold winter morning when your car doesn't start, that your battery was something very important to check. A lot of things that people do overlook is their antifreeze and their frost point on their antifreeze. That's something that's very important to keep track of.
Linder says residents can use their own meters to check the freezing point of antifreeze or simply bring their vehicles into a shop. For CRI Weekly News, I'm Erica Lembo.